Greetings and salutations, my YouTube viewers. Hopefully I've gotten better with this vlog stuff, and hopefully my eye stops twitching when I'm talking to an inanimate object, trying to talk to multiple people watching the video. It's been an unnerving experience for me throughout the year, and I do apologize for my awkwardness, but on the other hand, that's just how I am. I can't really have any other excuse, so just deal with my stuttering. That's just how it is. But I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, even though I'm taping this on Boxing Day, or the very last minutes of it. Seriously, it's 11:56. So, anywho, so this video might be long because I am doing like a year in review. Very, very short though. So, hopefully to make up for all the past vlogs. I don't know. Yeah, I hope I can do more vlogs in 2014. But I might be doing it in a different art format. I might be animating it, so I don't feel so awkward doing this. Because I know you probably don't want to see my ugly mug. I will be drawing a cute little anime of myself. Chibi-ish. Dancing around, doing silly crap. Yeah, hopefully my voice acting skills are fine with that. But, so, a lot has gone in a year. I had a lot of expectations this year, and a lot of them failed, unfortunately. I either tried to push myself too hard, or things just came up. I didn't have any choice of it happening, so things happen. It's life. I hope I've matured a little bit more because of it, but yeah, I hope I didn't set my hopes too high and disappointed some fans in the process. I'm sorry, I truly am, but yeah, hopefully I can improve and do better for my self-help. Anyway, the projects I've worked on, yeah, so my first vlog spoke of Samical. Haven't even gotten that finished yet, unfortunately. And it snowed! I should totally get my butt together and go out there and take photos. But it's cold. I don't do well in cold. So, yeah, I just have personal issues with things like that. Hopefully I'll get it done sometime, but, Sophie, Calcifer, and Hal. It just started with, Sophie. It turned out adorable. I'm sorry. I think that was like one of my best projects this year. And then I did a Jujinka of Calcifer, and I love that. And I've gotten a lot of compliments off it, so that's like the best Jujinka for myself. And Hal, I was actually proud of my talents that I could do that. It was one of those cosplays that I was like, oh, I could never do that in the future. Or, I can do that 10 years from now if I improve my sewing skills. I did it anyway, and it worked. Behemoth Jujinka, I actually like the turnout of it. Some parts of it, not so much. Sewing the pleather was a bitch, and it hurt my hands. But, yeah, I actually liked how it turned out. It was just kind of sad a lot of people didn't get it. But that's okay. That's what happens in cosplay sometimes. I did make a Santa suit. I was asked to do that for my job, and so I made a Santa suit. I can put that under my belt. It turned out nice. I'm very happy with it. I also made one of the... Oh yeah, that's what it was. I remade Renamon and reskinned her, and it turned out okay. However, it turned out okay. Got some photos, got some reactions, got some people that really loved it, so that's the point of it. So, having people react to it and also people liking it, and then myself. I like to bring her back, and what I remember in 2011. So, it may not happen, but it may be nice. Or nice. Anywho, panels. I've helped co-host and hosted my own panels of doing mascots or how to make mascots, as well as doing plushies. And I said I was going to do online videos, but I just don't have the nerves to do it. I am scared that I mispronounce things, I stutter, and I have to do a lot of editing, and it just creates a migraine after a while. And yeah, it doesn't work out for me, and so I have to find my own niche of doing it. And I hope this little animation technique I have seen others do, I hope it might work and encourage me enough to start small and then expand from there, and hopefully get me going on helpful tutorials and of the like. Yeah, I'm sighing a lot, I know, but yeah, it's just been kind of a depressing year this year. I met a friend, and she passed away, and it really hurt me. Well, it hurt my feelings, but yeah. It's not the first time it's happened, but yeah, I take my friendship seriously, and it hurts like anything else. But I'll talk about that later. That went with that friendship. But back to panels. This is a very important one. I hope to earn enough money or save enough money to get myself a tablet or a laptop so I can make a PowerPoint and keep myself on track. I swear, when I'm talking to other people, I have ADD like no other. Normally, I just have retracting ADD and I keep it to myself. But when I'm talking about information and stuff, about teaching and whatnot, I just go off on tangent, and I need something to keep me focused on, and sometimes it helps when there's a person there, or better yet, when I actually have something to look at. I had a printout sheet when I tried to do a panel of how to make mascots on my own. Actually, twice of them, 2 times I've done that. I just can't find myself to keep focus, and that's kind of sad. It's something I gotta work on. But, yeah, so, improvement for 2014, hopefully. The conventions, a small recap. Fanaticu was awesome. It was cute, it was quaint, and it was a good time. I spent time with family as well as friends, and even though I didn't really participate other than the panels went awesome. Hopefully I can improve the mascot thing. There's just so much information to pile into 1 hour or 2. It's got to be divided up into 2 different panels, one for beginners, one for advanced, and it works out a lot better that way, hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully videos might be better for like on YouTube and stuff, and people can look that up and whatnot. The plushie panel, however, I packed the room. It was awesome. Of course, it was anybody that didn't want to go to the dance at that time, but like I care, I don't go to the dances anyway. So, yeah, you got to teach a lot of people how to make plushies, and it was cool. And hopefully a lot of people learned some stuff from that. Okay, next one, Anime Salt Lake. That was even better! I mean, I had expectations that it would be a very small convention, and there's nothing wrong with those, but oh my gosh, the dealer's room had so much stuff. I mean, not to buy, but just to look at. They had stuff from steampunk, they had stuff from just Japanese merchandise. It was just awesome. And then the programs were pretty good, what I could go to, but I was stuck at a booth, so I kind of watched cosplayers go by, and oh, it was so cool. I am definitely going there again in 2014 and hopefully get in another booth. However, I'm not too sure how that's going to work out. They haven't updated their website, so I'm just waiting around, stalking their website until I can buy a table. But yes, definite yes. Contest-wise, maybe another year. I'm just not feeling up to it. Okay, so just to go through these quickly. Nihon Matsuri was awesome. Oh, I loved it. It was so much fun. Got to experience a lot more things. Got to help out at a booth. Got to participate with a bunch of other talented cosplayers. It was fun, even though the aftermath was pretty nitty-gritty and, well, past is past, c'est la vie. So, NDK. Just 3 letters, that's all I gotta say. I was planning and hoping I had my shit together, I had money saved, I possibly had possible transportation, I had a possible room, everything was lined up. Until I got a job. And the job needed me because of certain events took place that they needed somebody in there immediately to come help. I didn't mind helping, and I wanted to keep that job. And I still have it. So, got a job, and I couldn't go to NDK. I'm not blaming the job because of that. However, it just kind of sucks. I was really, really excited. I don't normally get that excited. You should see me around Christmas. I open the present and I'm grateful, but I'm just not like, fangirl. And I was like that with NDK. Oh well. Maybe another year, and it won't be 2014. I'll guarantee that. I am not doing so well on the financial front, and hopefully I can save for 2015, maybe? I don't know. I keep saying that, and it's been 8 years, and well, not, it feels like 8 years. It's been about 4 going on 5 years. I've been really wanting to go to NDK, and I just haven't been able to. And this was the closest. It was like that close. Oh well. I helped out at Steamfest for a day. If I ever attend that again, I think I'm going to attend that as a patron. I felt like I was a bother to the volunteer staff, and I do apologize. I was not feeling good that day. I had all kinds of problems to begin with, and I tried to push it against me to be professional, but, yeah, it just did not work out very well, volunteering-wise, and I'm deeply sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings, but, the experience there was amazing. I really like the steampunk community. They're very artistic, very creative, and very, I want to say rustic, but in a talented way. It is an experience. I just absolutely adored what contributions went into it. Yeah, I definitely go to it again. I definitely recommend people going there as well and supporting it. And it was quite a lot of fun. Crystal Mountain PonyCon, that was cool too. I really enjoyed myself there. It was fun seeing so many people and their creativity and their likes and what have you. And yeah, I'd definitely go to that one again too, if it should come up. Call me crazy, but I kind of want to do a suit for that, but I don't know if I want to dedicate that much time and that much effort and that much materials into it. Bummer. If somebody else wants to wear it, I might be able to make it. Maybe. I don't know. Enemy Bonsai. I had a fun time there. It wasn't as good as some years past. And I think it was because of my own personal attitude towards it. I didn't compete in anything. I didn't do any panels. I wasn't in any events, or I didn't help out in any events, I should say. I went there for leisure. I don't think I'll do that again because I didn't like it that much. It was just sad. I went to panel on panel, and they were very informative, very interesting. I love some of the panels with the guests. I love some of the panels that were talking about different fandoms and stuff, but it just kind of bore me by afternoon of Saturday, and that's sad. I mean, Saturday's the biggest day, and you're just like, okay, let's go to this, let's go to that, you know, that kind of fun, and just trying to keep the enthusiasm. I think the biggest reason why is that I pushed myself too hard previously, and I was working up until midnight or 1 p.m. the day before I was driving up there. That is a bad thing to do, and yeah, I don't think I'll ever do that again. So I made a rule about that. Don't work on cosplays 2 days before a convention, because you gotta rest up, you gotta sleep in, you gotta eat right, and so you have enough energy and enough excitement to go do stuff and spread that excitement and energy towards other people. And fortunately I didn't have it, and it just kind of bummed out the whole experience, and I feel bad about it, but like I said, live and learn. That's the biggest lesson this year. Last one I want to talk about is Salt Lake City Comic-Con. That happened. Holy crap, that happened. I was working at that point, and even my coworkers were like, well, why didn't you take it off and go? You're a nerd, you like that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, when I heard there was over 80,000 people up there, I'm like, no go. I'm sorry, I have a thing about crowds, and I can hardly stand a couple thousand. You go up into the tens of thousands, yikes. Yeah, I get claustrophobic around big masses of people, and it's just my personal thing, and I don't want it to affect anybody else, so I just choose not to go. And I don't have any regrets, really. And now that I think about it, I may have said I have regrets not going, but to be quite frank, I enjoyed seeing all the newscasts and all the news interviews of all the guests and stuff. That was cool. It was kind of an experience watching it rather than going there that I enjoyed more. And even though I was really tempted to go there on the Saturday, I just didn't want to. It's not particularly my type of crowd. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Batman fan. I love Star Wars. My dad got me into it when I was very young, and he's a big Star Wars fan, and he's a big Trekkie too, which is kind of ironic because on the internet you have the two opposing forces and they fight against each other. No, I'm kind of thankful that my dad enjoyed both, because I've embraced both fandoms and like both fandoms for their dislikes and their likes, you know, and their pros and cons. And so, yeah, so like I said, that would be a crowd I would be into. You know, comic books, sci-fi, all that fun stuff. But actually, not really. I don't know why. I can't really say why. But, yeah, I might go to it this upcoming year, but I don't know. The crowds kind of scare me, and that's just my personal thing, so yeah. Biggest events this year. China tried to sell my Bowser for $300. Yeah, if you see a scam out there that's like that, don't believe it. It's too good to be true, and contact the original artist if you can find them that made the costume. You know, image search, Google search, what have you, to figure out where this came from, because most likely it's a scam. A true artisan would show probably work in progress photos, would probably tell you, and not saying all of them do this, but they might tell you tips on how to perfect the performance of the suit or how to survive in it. Yeah, if it doesn't give you any of that, that should be an immediate red flag right there. So, yeah, and I thank my friend that took care of it because I was away at the time, and she contacted the seller and said that wasn't a cool idea, and so I've been keeping my eye out, and I thank all my fans that and my friends that have been looking out and making sure that if they see something of mine that isn't real, then yeah, they contact me, and I thank them very much for that. The other thing is that if I were to sell something, I would make it personal. I would do a video just like this with my face. Yeah, I would not put it up just for sale for random. Yeah. Onwards. Hopefully 2014 will be a little bit better. I might be reserved on what conventions I go to, and hopefully I do more vlogs, maybe with animation. And sorry this is so long, but it's end of the year recap kind of thing. Woo! You know. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to talk about other than what I've just covered. And I hope you guys have a very happy holidays, and hopefully you guys have a brand new year as well. I hope I can get out of this depression funk. I've been under this cloud all year. I got rid of it in spring when I was doing the booths and stuff, and then I met my friend and she passed away, and it kind of came back, and it hasn't left yet. So hopefully I get motivation to get into cosplaying again and work my butt off and try to strive and do better, and yeah, see if I improve in a year. So, see ya.